Welcome back on my channel. Let me talk again with another video. And this is a special video, This is my first interview on my channel. And the person hit me up himself. Like he wanted to get on because he was like, he liked the morals of the videos. He liked basically where we headed with this content that I'm making of self-improvement, of trying to find your real self and finding your purpose in life and all that good stuff. And I was feeling amazing because I'm like, okay, I can see the progress because I didn't try to make this happen. The person hit me up himself. He wanted to join, and I'm waiting on him to basically come on right now so we can make this video and hopefully this become a banger. And I'm saying the first video that blows up because I feel like I'm good at this. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, he's young, just like me. So and yeah, he's fresh in life, so I can give him some knowledge that I acquired in my life, and hopefully I learn something from him, and that's the goal. But for now, I'm gonna be waiting for him to join, and we're gonna take this to the next level. And if this goes good, I'm gonna start making more of these videos because I think this is the type of video that's gonna highlight my gift from God. I've been trying to find my niche. Maybe this is it. It's first time for everything, and hopefully this is the one. And I can already feel it. It's gonna be the one. So I'm gonna be waiting on him. Go ahead.
Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Arnold, and today I'm joined here with Lamine. Lamine Talk.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
Yeah.
So basically, what I'm gonna ask you, what's gonna be my first question is, I know you hit me up that you wanted to get on the podcast. Like, I wasn't putting that out there. Like, I wasn't inviting people to come on the podcast, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Want to come on? What made you? What pushed you to try to come on?
I mean, like a few things that stood out to me. It was just like you really honest, man. Like you be popping up on my For You page, and I was like, man. And you know what I'm saying? I told Ibrahim, I was like, man, I'm trying to be on that podcast, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Lamine. Like he will be saying some real spill, and I feel like some things need to be heard and things need to be out there, man.
I mean, what's one thing that stood out to you that you was like, yeah, I got, you know what I'm saying?
The honesty and your motivation.
All right, I get it. I get it. So, before we go, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna explain a little bit how this is gonna go, and
Mm-hmm.
of course you can. I'm not trying to rehearse anything. You
Mm-hmm.
can just do whatever you want. You can, you know what I'm saying? You can be you, like you know what
Oh
I'm
yeah,
saying?
for sure,
What
for
it
sure.
is. So, I'd like it to go like this. Like for example, I'm assuming I'm probably got more wisdom, and you're younger than me.
Oh
So
yeah.
the things that I talk about in my video, I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna try to put it in front of you. Like I'm just gonna put it out there,
Yeah.
and you just go through and be like, okay, I agree with this, I don't agree, and basically you can understand things from my point of view, and everything else is just up to you if you can decide to believe it or take it. You know what I'm saying? But I just wanna
For sure.
put my point of view, and I'm gonna see your point of view, and then from there we can learn from each other.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right. So the first thing that I'm gonna ask you, I want you to basically tell me who you are. I know this sounds basic,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna give you an example. Because if somebody asks me who am I,
Mm-hmm.
it's easy to say, "Oh, I'm Lamine. I'm 6'5". I'm a student, or I work. I'm a YouTuber. This, that, and the third.
Right.
And I'm not talking about that. Because for
Right.
me, if somebody asks me who am I can't say who I am because nobody knows exactly who you are. You can just
Mm-hmm.
say I'm this, that, but you can only give your characters, right? I'm gonna say I'm an honest person. I can say I'm a person that stand up for the truth. I can
Right.
say I'm a person that love God and I'm ready to die for God. I can
Right.
say I'm the person that nobody can bribe. I
Right.
can say I'm the person that um I just know my morals. I stand on my morals. I believe that you have to stand for something, and I'm ready to die for whatever I stand for.
Right.
So that's a small character that I can give you, and I can be like, this is me. So if you call me Lamine, you basically summarizing those characters as me.
Right.
So to simplify it, if you ask if you ask me who am I, I'm just
Mm-hmm.
gonna say I'm just gonna give you the characters of the person that I want to become.
Right.
Let's, let's say you want to become rich, influential, and I can say, Arnold, who are you? instead of saying I go to school, I'm this
Oh
and
yeah,
that. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? You can,
yeah. Put it out there.
yeah,
Why that?
basically, I want to make it deeper. I just don't want to have a conversation that's just, you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? So I
yeah.
want to try to go as deep as possible. So if I'm asking who are you, so what's gonna be what you gonna say? Who basically who are you inside that nobody knows? Like your characters that you be like, yeah, this is me. This is like deep down in me. This is the person I am.
Right. Well, I mean, first and foremost, like many people know me as a, what I'm saying, nice, good kid that, what I'm saying, is just naturally talented at football. What I'm saying, good grades, but like it get deeper than that. Like, what I'm saying? Like for me, it's like I have a um more of a self like you remember how you mentioned of like what you believe in, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Morals, like I you know what I'm saying? I stand on certain things, but I also feel like sometimes it's always okay to, you know what I'm saying, like educate yourself, you know what I'm saying? I'm always I'm the type of person like I'm always ready to like hear what someone else got to say, you know what I'm saying? Just because it's like it could be a learning point.
so from my understanding, you saying that you don't want to just say like you basically just getting to know yourself. Like you don't want to. You just
Oh yeah,
basically trying to
yeah,
learn. Like you
right.
just trying to learn. You don't like you don't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, cuz I mean I'm still young, so it's like
Yeah,
I can just be like, "All right, I believe in this." So I'm gonna just ignore it what everybody else got to say. Ignore what everybody else, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about elder people my age. Ignore what they got to say. If I believe in this, I'm gonna just stick to what I believe in. So, you know what I'm saying? So it's just
yeah. I mean, we getting off the topic, but from
oh
what
my
I'm understanding, you saying that you basically still acquiring some knowledge to know where
oh yeah.
you fit. So
Yeah.
you can just tell me, oh, this is who I'm gonna be, and that's good. That's good
Yeah. Yeah.
because I didn't know that till last year. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was just living my life on the
Mhm.
surface, like everybody else does. And which
Right.
is great that you're young and now you want to understand who you really are, not just about, oh, I'm a football player, I'm this. I get it. So I will get into that. And right when you told me you wanted to come on this podcast, I told Ibrahim like what type of person he is, like why you think he want to come on. He said you the type of person that like watching podcasts and learn from things. I'm
Yeah,
like,
definitely. Cause I mean, I even like you know what I'm saying. Some people may find podcasts some boring but when I was younger and I actually took time to find out what that really was, and like even on my free time, I could be in school. I could go on your podcast. I could just you know what I'm saying, like scroll on it, like scroll, cause you be saying some real life, you know what I'm saying? Like some real spill stuff type stuff.
I mean, I can see that you're interested in basically getting to know yourself, which is the most important thing. Because I believe once you get to know your real self, everything else is easy. You can manifest whatever you want. You can just not compromise things. You're just gonna be you, and you don't even apologize. Like I'm me. Like if you
Yeah.
take me for me, or you leave it. Like you're not trying. You know what I'm saying? Trying to
Hmm.
be fake to make friends. Like you just you, right? So, and that's what I had to find out too. And I'm gonna tell you one advice before I even get to the video. Once you decide to take one step, moving from your fake self, your fake persona, like the persona that the people that everybody put onto you, your family, school, like your life experience gave you, instead of you knowing who you really are, you take one step towards becoming you. All
Hmm.
the people that you have in your life, you're gonna lose a lot of them.
For
And
sure.
the initiation, it's like I'm gonna give another example. Life is just like a school, right? Like it's a
Yeah.
school because
Mhm.
God didn't create school, like people create school to, you know what I'm saying, to educate you, but life is really a school if you understand it.
Right.
That's God put us here to go through tests to become, you know what I'm saying. That's the whole purpose of life, to go
Right.
through things to become, because hard times make you turn into something. You put diamonds in the fire and it turns to diamond, it shines more, right?
Yeah.
So that,
I can add on to that.
yeah.
I feel like what you just said right there, really, like that right there. I feel like that's what I had to get in my head. You know what I'm saying? Because when I feel like even like we could all relate. Like at some point of our life, we went through some hard experiences and tough times, like I know you heard the saying like tough times build strong people.
Yeah.
So I feel like you know what I'm saying, like no matter what, like you have to go through hard times.
It's a must. You don't got a choice.
Yeah, it's like a must. It's like if you don't go through hard times, I just feel like you're not gonna be shaped because you just it's like a must. You know what I'm saying? Like
There's people that go through a hard time, but it's not worth it. Like I'm gonna give you.
yeah,
It's like I believe life is like I told you, life is a school, right?
yeah,
You have a choice to enroll, and you have the choice to stay out of it. But once you join it, you cannot get out, right? Once you join it, that's when life starts hitting you to turn
right,
you, right? Because you know what's going on now. You chose to become something. So life, you initiated yourself. I want life. I want to be something in life. I want to do this in life. Now you join yourself. You enroll yourself in there. Life is gonna start punishing you till you learn from your lesson.
right,
And if you don't choose to learn from the pain that you're going through, it's gonna keep punching you. Even let's say, for example, you in an MMA fight, you knocked out, they're gonna fight. But in life, they don't stop. They're gonna keep punching you till you get up. It's either you fight or you
oh,
just or
stay down,
you just get beat till you die. As long as you're alive, they're gonna keep beating you till you take the next step, and then they give you time to
oh
put you and move on. So you always have to be on the go, or else you're gonna be punched. But some
yeah,
people go through pain, they're not in life because the
right,
pain they're going through, they put on themselves. They're not taking. They still didn't decide what they want to do in life.
hmm
And I can relate to this because me, I can say that I was being, I was neglecting my life in a certain way. Like you know what I'm saying. Even though I was doing what a lot of people want to do, I wasn't pushing myself back then. I was running away from the pain,
yeah,
and I was going through pain, but it was for nothing because I'm still not clear on what I was trying to do. Now that I am, everything is going bad, and
yeah,
I could get easily is harder to get now. It's like it's harder. So now I know something is moving, but some people won't
yeah,
understand. If it's going bad to me, that's success because it wasn't like that. Now it's becoming. I see difference. I see something different. So that means there's something that's happening. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same as before. It's different, even though it's
right,
not the result that I want, but it's different. So it's gonna lead to something. You know?
yeah, for sure.
And what I was gonna say too is like, and we talking about life, right? Since this is the most important thing, we in the journey of life, and
Hmm
we can't talk about anything without knowing what's life. So in
Right.
your experience, how old are you again?
I'm like 17.
All right, from the 17 years of life, right? What do you think life is to you? Because you have to know everybody have a different definition because your life experience is different than mine. So I just want to know your point of view. What do you think life is, and what's the purpose of life?
I mean, I feel like I'm only 17 years old right now, but like I feel like I'm still I'm still um I'm still like learning, but the life to me is more of like a journey. I
Uh,
say from the day we're born and you know what I'm saying, learning how to walk, doing all those start talking, all those little cool moments
yeah,
that you know what I'm saying, you start to develop, then we all start to like going through puberty. That's such a wonderful thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you start to get little pubic hairs on you and all that. Like then more of like just like growing up as a person. You know what I mean? Like I feel like in life, I say life is a journey only because everybody has a different story. You know what I'm saying? Like a journey doesn't have to be the same. A journey
yeah.
could be anything. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that's to me that's what life is, a journey.
So all right, I know I'm gonna be going too deep, but it's like, but life is a journey. But what's the journey to? Where is it leading you to? Or what is it? What's the journey about? Because if it's a journey about something, it's a journey of transformation. Like I want to be skinnier and get leaner, so it's a journey. So I start from somewhere and I'm ending
Yeah,
somewhere.
you gotta have it. You trying to have it. Like you trying to say like you gotta have an end goal to it.
Yeah,
Have it.
I mean,
Well,
if you haven't gotten the answers to that, it's cool too. I just want to know first because I don't want to talk about life and we don't understand. I don't understand what your point of view on life is. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But if you and I can understand that from asking you these questions, I can tell you basically just you basically just understanding what life is. You're waking up to
yeah,
life.
you're
Like
right. You're right.
so, I'm gonna basically shift it instead of us having this talk. I will just tell you my views on it, and you can have some experiences that you had. You can just put two and two together. You know, sometimes
Hmm?
you can listen to somebody that's teaching you something, but you're
Exactly.
learning something else they don't mean to teach you. So
Right.
I think I'm gonna have to do that. Like I'm gonna just basically be talking more, and you can just add
Right.
on to it, or you can just stop and then try to understand,
Oh, all right. That's a bit. That's a
go
bit.
deeper on it. You know what I'm saying? So I'll give you this. Let's say in my journey when I started figuring out what life was, I was in the dark path. Like I'm not even gonna lie. Like I was a good kid. To this day, I'm a good person, right? But there was a time where I started being on the other side. Like you know what I'm saying, what every young person do, like you know what I'm saying, trying to do on drugs and trying to, you know what I'm saying, trying to do all these bad things. Even though that
Yeah.
was me, I feel like there was a point where I saw myself in there, and it was messing me up, and I knew it, and
Right.
and that's why I understood it's people say it's hard to quit all these bad habits. In my opinion, it's not as hard, even though it is. But I can give all the praise to God because God, of course, everything I do is God first.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you too how it's to stop it because I'm just gonna make an educational type of video so you can pick up on it.
Hmm.
So for me, the way I stopped it, and the thing is one thing first before I go. I know I'm cutting.
Hmm.
I pay attention to everything in my life. Like that's one thing about me. I always have this imagination. There's another me right here, floating in the air, watching everything I do.
Mm.
So I can look at it from my perspective right here. And I can look at it from my other self perspective. So
Right.
that, looking at myself from another person point of view, so I can assess myself better. I
Right.
focus better, and this is my philosophy. I don't care about learning what other people doing, what other people's doing, like what's good or bad. I just need to learn me, and I can learn about others because we all the same in a way. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's why I focus on myself. So basically, to stop any addiction is basically to have to have a will to stop more than wanting to do it. And I can tell somebody, let's say you smoke weed, you want to quit, and you're saying it's hard. I say, okay, I don't want you to stop. Take the same weed and keep smoking it, but just know you don't want to do it. And you sit in your car. Like imagine you sitting there, you smoking like, "Oh, I don't want to do this. Like, and you're doing it. Imagine it's
You
gonna
know.
put you in the place where you're
Right.
gonna get strong enough to fight it. And out of nowhere in a week, you doing that, you every day rolling up and getting like, I don't want to do this. Like this is not me. Like you're still doing it. Like you're gonna
Yeah.
stop stuff like, what am I doing? And it's like out of nowhere you can just boom. What am I doing?
Exactly.
You're turning yourself against yourself, and one of you gonna win, and most likely the real self, the one that wants to stop is gonna win because you can't take that L. Even if you take today, you're gonna be like, nah, I can't. Like I feel like you always fight it. It's like you can't get it out of your mind. It's like
Right.
you can't focus on other things till you stop what you're doing because that's what you want to stop now. Even though
Exactly.
you wanting to do it more than you wanting to stop, and you can see yourself losing, and nobody wants to lose. So
Right.
that's what happened to me. Like I used to do it and not want to do it. So I'm like, I'm in a war with myself. I'm like, what's going on? Am I losing? Like what? Like is this thing stronger than me? Like
Exactly. It's
boom,
more like a mental battle. Like you know what I'm
yeah.
saying.
But other people they don't do that. I'm gonna stop tomorrow, and they're not trying to put that fight. They're not trying to get into a confrontation. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's all you have to do. Do it, but just be like, what am I doing? Like I
Yeah.
don't want. And
And
then
like
how it changes.
I feel like to especially with any addiction of any sort, like I, you know what I'm saying. Like some people may say it's hard, tough, but like it's. I feel like it's like a higher power that everybody believes in that they could. I'm sure like pray to. You know what I'm saying. That like they could pray to about the addiction and somewhat come to an ending of, you know what I'm saying, like all right, I kind of gotta chill with this, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to really stop. And like you mentioned that you could be in a car smoking a blunt or something, they like man, I don't want to do this, but you know what I'm saying, like they telling themselves. And I
Yeah,
feel time goes on, they gonna catch on
yeah,
and eventually stop.
yeah. And this
So
is one of another one of my philosophy or whatever you can call it. It's it's like you projecting a shadow and you assuming it's bigger than you, stronger than you, and you're scared to face it. That's basically addiction is. Like
yeah.
you gonna damn, like, this is hard to stop. Like you made it hard. You just looked at it like this is big. Like you because mind you, you created that giant.
Right.
Every you feeding it is getting bigger, and you see yourself small. right?
Right.
And this goes for every challenge you have in your life. No matter how big it is, just project yourself bigger. The same way you projecting the negative thing bigger, like you just imagine, oh, this is too hard. Oh, the police is gonna get me. Like you making it bigger in your eyes, like you're making yourself smaller and the problem bigger. All you have to do, you do the same thing with you. Make yourself bigger. Imagine, you just play with your mind. Like that's the purpose of your mind. Like I'm a big believer, like your mind is your biggest asset, right? So if I'm sitting here and all I hear is like, oh, this is better than me. Like everything that I look at, I projected that thing to be better, to be bigger than me, and I'm too small. I'm a small person right here. If
Yeah.
make that thing bigger, why can't I just make myself bigger?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So let's say, for example, of course I don't condone this, but like let's say somebody's trying to rob you or is trying to scare you, trying to bully you, and at first, if you're not used to being disrespected or being bullied, you're gonna see yourself smaller because you don't like fighting. Most likely it
That
happens to kids, right?
right.
And yeah, you see yourself smaller than the person. But all you have to do is spiritually like imagine you being bigger than that. That's how they're gonna see. That's what they're
Yeah.
gonna
Like you're facing a giant.
yeah, that's what they're gonna see. Like it's like there's a certain thing about us, right? This is why I started to play around. And nobody taught me this. I just imagine, let's say I'm talking to somebody and they're trying to scare you because sometimes people do it subconsciously. They don't
Yeah.
want to stare at you in a certain way to try to scare you.
Yeah.
Instead of just trying to like mean mug you and do that, I'm not gonna turn no negative. I'm just gonna turn bigger and bigger. Like
Big, yeah.
imagine I'm bigger. I'm turning bigger,
Yeah.
bigger than the building. What is it? It don't cost nothing. It's free.
Right.
So and then we're still looking. So you're gonna see if it's working. You're gonna see the effect on them. And most
Exactly.
likely it works. So whatever you imagine, it's just basically you doing it in real life.
Right.
Like,
And
actually have go ahead.
with to add on to what you're saying, it's like I feel like as a man,
Oh, your voice is cutting. I can't hear you. Yo, your voice is cutting. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
on my back, it's more of, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can't hear you.
Yeah, it's more of like a like when you as a man, right? Like it's it's more of a mental aspect, especially when you fate come to a face with anything for real, for real.
Yeah.
Because if you ever heard like the saying like if your mental's messed up, then
Yeah, you messed up. That's basically what it is.
yeah,
Nobody messed up in the world. It's just their mental.
yeah, it's just your mental for real, for real. It's
Yeah.
like physical aspect. Like if you could be the smallest, man, you could be small. Like you could be the smallest person, but like if you facing against a giant and you know you got in your head that I'm a take this giant down, like I'm gonna like take this giant down, then you go and pursue it because he already got it in his mental. So once you got in your head, you go pursue it, and I feel like that's with anything.
Even if you notice in the MMA before they fight, why do you think they're doing that staring contest? It's because they're doing what we just said. They show
Yeah, they get in
the
their mind
big
right.
to
Yeah,
see, and most likely the person that loses the eye contact loses the fight. The
yeah,
fight happens before they go in the ring. They know who's gonna win, who's not gonna win.
right.
So it's like everything is mental, and that's what I have to notice in my life. Like of course I always have to thank God, right? I noticed that I was negative, like you know what I'm saying. I didn't even know the difference between positive and negative. I was just living life. I was just there. So
Hmm.
I find out like, damn, I've been negative too long. Like what's going on? But I didn't know this till I became positive. I was conscious of it. Basically, I was mindful of it.
Right.
I didn't know what I was doing back then. I wasn't aware of it. But now that I'm mindful of it, I knew I was negative a lot. But and then I started adjusting, and I knew that I don't like being negative no more. When I'm sensitive to negative things. When I see, I just move away. You know what I'm
You
saying?
move away, like
It's like,
you could feel it in the atmosphere.
yeah,
Be like, nah, this
yeah,
don't seem right. It's a little,
for sure. But I was
yeah.
more sensitive, and I started becoming more confident since I started doing the inner work, basically working on my own problems and adjusting. Because I'm good at that. Like, I can talk to somebody right now,
Hmm.
and from the way they're looking, their faces looking, I can tell what I'm doing wrong. I just adjust, and most
Hey,
aggressive naturally. Like,
and I could definitely agree with that because like as me being like a 17-year-old, like I'm in high school, like you know what I'm saying? Like think about it like this, like dang, like party. You know what I'm saying? In
Yeah.
high school, I'm sure average high schooler like may go to parties. Like if you're a senior, junior, or something, like you may go to parties and like you know what I'm saying, do all that. But like I feel like that's what I even have to work on. Like certain sometimes just saying nah, you know what I'm saying? Because you gotta. Yeah, it's cool to or sometimes to go have fun and stuff, but I feel like sometimes it's cool to say no sometimes too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm not,
nah, I'm
bro.
just in the house.
I'm not even gonna lie. Me growing up, I never went to no parties, man. I used to get invited. I never went. I don't
Yeah,
even. I'm not like. It's not like I don't like people, but it's like I know when I'm around. Like the way everybody is, I'm not like that. Like I can see the difference between me and other people. So, and I can't just follow people that I know I'm smarter than. I can't.
exactly.
No, we don't have the same vision. We don't have the same goals. Because
Yeah,
the same. Like you notice that everybody in the same friend group talk the same, have the same vibes, have the same.
man.
And I don't have that. And I
Yeah,
stick to my roots, like to my African. I speak the way I am. Like it's not even about being African or anything.
yeah.
I don't want to change nothing
You
about me.
see, you got a vision on like you scope things a little differently. You see things differently.
You
You
know,
think.
basically everything started being original. Like I'm like, if I have to adjust the way I talk just because all these people, that's why everybody think it's cool, then I'm being fake to myself. And
Yeah,
I was always
you're not
mindful.
being true to yourself.
Yeah, I was always mindful of that. So it's like, what I look like, bro. What's so special about this person for me to change who I am? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I had crazy things. Girls telling me, or when I was in college, like I was in party and nothing. Girls telling me if you come to the party and drink, I will just, you know what I'm saying, do whatever with you. I'm like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So it's
Right.
like, what's the purpose? You know what I'm saying? I just look at it deeper than that. Like I'm
Cause
like,
yeah, it's more deeper than that. Only because like someone say that to you, it's like I feel like it's more there, like telling you, okay, if you do this, then I'll give you. Nah, you know what I'm saying?
it's
You
like if you think about it too, it's not just like superficial, right? Why are you saying that? Like you probably
yeah,
see me that you know if you do that you're gonna mess something in me, or you see me carrying myself like I'm this big, and you want to see how big I am. You want to test my strength. Like, you want to test how big I am. You want to test my boundaries, and it don't work because I already know what you're doing. Like that's the thing. Like if you get to know yourself, once somebody's trying to do some slick, you know it. And that's the thing about me. I see
hmm
they think you're stupid because when you try to stay positive and you see these negative
yeah,
things, because if you try to fight a negative person, you losing whether you knock them out or
or not. Yeah,
losing because their goal is to turn you negative for a second and that's it.
exactly.
And I believe that if you turn negative, everything you've been building goes to zero. You have to start again. And what
Right.
I that's
Exactly. Pretty much back to ground zero for real. For real.
back then. I'm not even gonna lie. I used to be aggressive. Like you know what I'm saying. I wasn't taking nothing, bro. I was fighting. Like if you talk to me, let's do it. Like I was just straight.
Yeah, and
But
that's how it was for me growing up. Like coming up from middle school, it's like I remember like it was more of like if someone said something, you know what I'm saying, a little disrespectful, or like like I remember in elementary school, this one kid said something to me real disrespectful. He said something about my mother or something. So it was more of like, hey man, you just said that, and mind you, I'm thinking I'm just I wasn't even thinking. I'm just you know what I'm saying, just actions, all actions, not even using my head. And you know what I'm saying, I beat up the kid, then it's a police officer right there.
yeah,
Then, you know what I'm saying? Like they took me, the police officer got me and took me back to the school. So it was more of like at times we just gotta sit down and think. Cause it's like, let's say if I would have hurt this kid, hit him, and now he's paralyzed.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that could have changed. We probably would have had that could have changed my whole life. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That
Sometimes, like I said, like, I know you saw this video of mine, like on TikTok. I said the strongest person is not the people that everybody thinks they're strong, like they
yeah,
ones,
not
right?
the yeah,
Let's just break it down. Let's say you tough. I'm the good guy. I'm the nerd in school. Like you tough.
right.
Plays with you. Like let's say Ibrahim will walk up to you and say, "Hey Arnold, you a bitch."
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You probably gonna jump in with your mans or shoot
Oh
him. Or
yeah, for
who
sure. Yeah,
you talking to? You see all the girls like, yeah, now you want to do all
yeah.
the
You try and be big man. Yeah, yeah.
and mind you, you never took a bullet with your heart. You never took a bullet to your heart. So you're not
Hmm.
strong inside. You have a shield around you, so you don't let
Right,
nobody kill you. You don't. They
right.
don't get to touch your heart. You already have a shield As for me, I'm open. I'm vulnerable. Like I'm around. I'm cool. And you
Right.
come call me a bitch. Let's say now I'm mature enough to understand that what you're doing. I'm stronger than you. That's why you feel triggered. I
Hmm.
just look at you and be like, yeah, I'm cool, bro.
Oh yeah, it's
Right.
because not everything is worth it. Like, and I feel like that's what now people gotta realize. Not everything's worth your time or worth energy to even put put into or entertain. Like, you know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
basically, it's taking you away from your powers, right? Let's
Exactly.
say you a man, like everybody's making you feel like, oh, if you a gangster, if you tough, like if you don't take BS from people, you claim your respect, and that you're the man. They praise those people, right? They praise
Yeah.
them, but the reason they praise them is because the people that's praising them are messed up too. Like they know, like, it's like I'm messed up, and I have a choice to make between two girls. One of
Hmm.
them is a good girl, one of them is a little just like me. She
Yeah.
understands. Oh
You,
man,
you
so
understand?
who's the good girl? I'm gonna infect her. I'm gonna affect her with my messed upness, like my bad habit, like the things. I'm gonna break her just like the way I am, because it's
Yeah.
humans, right? If I'm smoke, notice that even people that smoke, they always want to have their friends around. If you
Mhm.
say you don't have money to smoke today, they're gonna be like, "Ah, I got you today."
Oh yeah, I got you.
Go alone because they know what they're doing is not good. But if
Yeah.
you're doing something good, you don't even want to put your friends on. You're making $1 million a day, yeah. You most
Yeah.
likely put them on. You
Yeah.
keep yourself because it's good. But when it's bad, you always put the people on.
That's true.
Why? Even girls, sometimes I'm gonna give you this an advice. If you since you're starting to work on yourself, you're gonna become positive. You think you're becoming high value.
Yeah.
That you're gonna start being disrespected the most. Even the girls that you know, like I can get this girl. She gonna come to you. She gonna talk to you. You probably gonna get her number, and then
Uh
she
huh.
gonna make you feel like you're nothing. Not
Yeah.
because you are nothing, but she just because she know you better than her. You're fixing yourself. You're
She
fixing.
gonna try that. Yeah.
She gonna try to make you feel like you're nothing, so you can just go. What's going on with me?
You
Like
gonna start. You gonna.
yeah,
You
she
gonna
wants.
start to think. You gonna like.
But
Oh, what? Like what?
she don't even know you're stronger than that. Like
Yeah.
that's what's going on with me. Like it's not just girls, everybody. Like you know what I'm saying? People want to make
Hmm.
you confused, but don't allow yourself to be confused.
Yeah.
That's why I always preach that you have to build your character yourself. You
Yeah.
have to start from zero. It's like life is school.
Hmm.
Everything you know right now, your character, you didn't create it. It was
Yeah.
given by your
It
parents,
was
school.
given my my
So you
parents
have to
how
run.
I'm. Yeah.
You have to go back, starting from zero. Okay, like look at the first one. Like, why do I act like this? Why do I talk like this? Or you just choose. I want to be humble and start being humble today, and choose and learn about what type of humbleness you want to be, like what type of stuff, and you create it yourself so that
Right.
if somebody attack it, you already thought about it. You already fixed it. You know everything about it, so they can't move you no more. Like you like a solid like tree. Like they come and talk about, oh, this person's not humble. You don't care because you already know you put the work in. But if
Exactly.
if the, if the if the character was given to you by somebody, you don't know the in and outs.
Yeah.
You think of, oh, how what would he do? The
Yeah.
person
It's a little. It's a little
he do,
more.
like you
Than
thinking now you're not stable, like you're always in your
Right.
head now.
Yeah.
You're not strong. So for
Yeah.
you to be strong, you have to make sure you go back in your life. That's the first job you should do.
Man.
Any belief you have, go back and solidify. Okay, this
Yeah.
is why should I choose to believe this? Even if it's your religion, like your parents did your job, you have to. It's your job to go and know God on your own, even though
Oh
your
yeah.
parents. You know what
For
I'm
sure.
saying? So every single thing you do, now that you understand in life, you have to go and fix it yourself.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And
So
with the part where you said where you have to go to know God on your own, it's like more of like at a certain point, like think of it as a like a lion. You know how a
yeah,
lion mom has their cubs and all that. So soon the mom doesn't have to go hunt for their cubs anymore. It
yeah,
gets to a certain age where you could go the cubs could go hunt for themselves. And you know what I'm saying, like you mentioned with the like religion as well. It's like it gets to a certain age where nah, your mom don't got to read you the Bible no more. It's more of like, cool, um you see it, you know what I'm saying, you pray first, boom, get the Bible and read, you know what I'm saying, like educate yourself, because
yeah.
everybody got.
That's to do, right? Like when you get to a certain age, you don't just gotta blindly follow God. God don't like that. You have to
Yeah,
follow, knowing that yeah, I'm following God because of this. Because it's like everything
but
goes
then
around.
you still living like the world.
Yeah, everything goes around. Especially when you decide to be great in life, you're trying to do real things. That's when everybody's gonna come for you. If you're not solid enough, if you're not
Man,
well protected, if you're not well balanced, if you're not well solidified in your beliefs, they're gonna knock you down. And when they see a little crack, it's over.
That's
Even your own kids, your own wife, when they see your crack, they will keep pushing that joint
mm-hmm,
till they break you. And you don't
mm-hmm,
want to get too high up there, and
mm-hmm.
then the crack is there, they break it, and now you back
Yeah,
down. You don't want
that's
to.
exactly.
So that's why first thing first, as a man, your first thing is to go around everything you believe in, all your character, and go around it. Choose, this is the character I want. I don't want to believe in this no more. I don't. And then take what you do. So that when people attack you, you solid. You know what I'm
You
saying?
know, yeah, you're solid. It's like it's more of like you're unbreakable and untouchable at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like someone could say you like, come on, man, you gotta be like, oh no, I'm better than that. Come on, I know who I am. I know who I believe in. I know what I could do.
And one thing too, when you get there, that's what you get real confidence.
Mm-hmm.
All people that you see walking around the street, most of the time, they're not confident. Let
Yeah,
me let me tell you something. The street people, everybody say, "Oh, I like these people because they're confident." They're not
yeah,
confident. They're just rehearsing something. They're
yeah.
just acting alike. You know what I'm saying? That's why when you go in a certain hood, everybody talk the same. Everybody post the same. Like you
Oh yeah,
walk,
everybody posted up. Yeah,
y'all like, what's up? It sounds confident. You talk confident. Of course, what you say, I come across as confident, but that's not what confidence is. Real confidence is knowing your inner self, like your real soul,
yeah,
knowing
so,
your, like you only build your character yourself. You basically
yeah,
trust yourself more. You went around everything about your life, and you basically in sync with yourself. Okay, I'm
yeah,
okay. God made me this person, and this is my strength. This is my weakness, and I'm gonna be
yeah.
working, and I'm okay with this. So nobody can say nothing. Let's say
Right.
you walk outside, somebody try to disrespect you. You short. I'm like, okay, I already heard it. Like, but if you're not so sure about yourself, you're gonna start. Oh, what's going on? What? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's not confidence. Confidence is knowing who you are and accepting yourself, and
Yeah.
that's
Yourself and and I feel like some people can misjudge or interpret your confidence the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? Like
coming.
more of like if you walk, think of it like if you walk into like a room
Mm-hmm.
and you know what I'm saying, chest out, you know what I'm
Like,
saying,
yeah,
chest out, you just walk in that joint like yeah, you feel good, you look good, you know what I'm saying, you dress good, you walk in. I feel like some people nowadays may take that as who
disrespect. They're gonna be mean mugging you.
yeah, who
Yeah,
this dude think he is? So it's more of like,
yeah.
yeah,
And the thing is too, when you get to that confidence, it's like God is gonna give you a light that's gonna radiate naturally, right? You know,
exactly.
yeah, people hate on you naturally.
Yeah.
It's like I don't even care. But one thing I was gonna say too is, oh, I forgot.
You good.
When you get that light, like people's gonna be hating on you, but it's about to come, and you only get that because you already. It's like you graduated a level, and
Mm-hmm.
God put you in a level. But I found out what I was gonna say. I was saying that the reason people mean mug you while you're confident is because they're not at the level. It's like life. You know how people, even God, they say when you get higher up, you get higher up. Like the rich
Yeah.
people call them higher up, right?
Yeah.
For you to be rich, you just gotta be high up. You have your energy is so high, you get up there. So when
Right.
people look, even random people look at you, they know you guys are not on the same level.
Right.
So the reason
Like,
that
they could be like, nah, this dude right here,
yeah, something
he
yeah,
knows a little bit.
yeah,
He knows a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, there's something about him. So I'm gonna tell you why they hate on you. It's not because they hate on you or something. It's because they're acting like they're there, but they're not there, and you can
mhm,
tell. Because let's say if you right here, you
mhm.
already graduated all these levels, so you know the people.
Exactly. It's yeah, levels. Yeah.
Yeah, and then when you come around, they acting the people that's here. They acting like they're here. They're not
Uh huh.
there. Now that's why they mean mug you. They hate you. They're
They
not there. So they
right.
act like they're there. They might have more money than you,
Mm-hmm.
everything more than you, more fame. But you a real person like you come around that you actually work for
Right.
your degree for your like for your rank in front of God that
Right.
you made it. They're gonna
Yeah.
be hating you because now the people that used to look at them like, oh, this person is right here. That
Mm-hmm.
they don't know no better. They're all sheeps, right? So
Right.
now they'll be like, "Oh, this guy's not really there. Look at him. He's shining like he's the one. He's the one." And now they're gonna hate you because they already stole people's belief. They already made people believe that they're really there while they're not there.
Right.
So to the real one, now people can easily point out the difference. It's like night and day. So that's why they
Exactly.
sometimes.
And I feel like it also got to do with the like when God puts that certain light on you. The I don't know if you heard of the armor of God.
Yeah,
I
yeah. So that's basically what it is.
I
Yeah.
feel I think of it as the armor of God, man. When you have that armor of God, like, you know what I'm saying, you're a good person. You confidence. You know what I'm saying? Confidence. It's like that armor of God. It's like it's man. Ain't nothing gonna phase you. Ain't nothing gonna. You know what I'm saying? Like
I don't even want to call it confidence, bro, because everybody is confident nowadays because they study
yeah,
YouTube and watch those videos. They tell them, oh, when you speak, put your tone down, you know what I'm saying. You practicing confidence. Real confidence,
exactly,
basically accepting yourself. That's it. No one
exactly.
made me this, and I'm proud of me, and I like me, and that's it. That's confidence.
Hmm.
Basically, is self acknowledgement, right? Just know I'm
Hey,
me.
yeah, yourself. You're more like you love yourself.
Yeah, that's
You
it.
like yourself. Like you just self love, pretty much. You know what I'm saying?
You can tell this to somebody, and they won't be able to love themselves. Like,
Hmm.
for example, we talking about it, right? Somebody's gonna be like, "Oh, all I have to do to get that light is just to love myself." They can't.
Yeah,
You cannot fake light. Like,
it,
yeah,
it gets deeper than that.
yeah, it gets deep for sure. Like,
Yeah.
exactly what I say. Like, you can just go today and be like, "Oh, I love myself."
Uh-huh.
Like, when you say that word and you don't match with your soul, you can see the imbalance in you. Like,
Right.
like people, and the thing is too, people that already graduated that level, they can
Uh
just
huh.
know what's going on. You
All
notice
right.
that there are somebody, and then you shaking up inside of you. Nobody else knows, but you and the person that's doing it,
Exactly.
because he leveled up from that area. He knows it.
Yeah.
And I used to go through that a lot. I didn't even know what life was. I was confused when it first
Right.
happened. Like, I wanted this guy. I asked him. He was on the line, and he was way older than me. He probably was like 50. Like, he was grown. And that was my first time basically showing up. I didn't know what that was. I didn't even know I was showing up differently. And I
Yeah.
was voices different. I told him, "Are you on the line?" He was like, "No, bro." Like, he was trying to shake me up. And I felt I felt so bad. I felt so small, bro. I was,
Yeah.
what's that about? Like, what is he doing? But
Exactly.
and I went back to my senses. I'm like, physically, he didn't do nothing, but he was talking to me spiritually, and that's when I was like, okay, let me go back. And I went in my truck and I sat down and I came back and I'm standing there bigger than
Yeah.
before, right? So I'm
Yeah.
looking at him now. I'm like, do it again, but he didn't do it. We were standing. I didn't look away. I'm like, okay, what? That's how I discover everything. I don't learn things from other people. I just sit there and find out. That's
You notice. You sit back, watch, and
I
sit back.
remember it. I remember it. Sometimes I'm telling you, but sometimes I be doing the craziest thing. Let's say I watch somebody that's famous, right?
Uh huh.
Let's say whoever is famous.
Hmm.
I listen to their voice, and I don't focus on their voice. I focus on how what their voice make me feel like.
What they yeah.
Yeah. So I remember that feeling, and I put that feeling in my whatever I'm saying. When I'm talking, I go in that feeling and talk in that
You
feeling.
go yeah.
So it's like I can see, okay, life is just a fun. Like, life is feeling based. It's not what people say. Because I
It,
can be talking about the thing I talk about on my YouTube. I can talk about that. Somebody else can talk about it, and they can be more famous than me.
yeah.
So it's like that's how you know there's
You know
difference.
what you got in your mind, that what you're trying to do and how
Yeah,
you're feeling, pretty much.
yeah. It's basically your feelings associated with it, and
Yeah.
people's listening to you because they're addicted to your feeling. And
Uh
for you,
huh.
to feel that people's addicted, you have to rise higher in
Uh
God's energy, right? And you unlock some energy that nobody's seen before. So since everybody, I don't want to disrespect, but they're peasants because they're not willing to work on themselves. Like sheep, they at the lowest, they're not trying to work. They
yeah.
basically,
They
basically,
pretty much just like it's like whatever.
yeah,
I'm
whatever.
gonna
That's
I'm gonna
just,
be average. Yeah.
they're disrespecting God, and now you do it, and they look at you as God. That's why I don't even, no matter how big I get, I don't want nobody to look up to me because it's like
Oh no, for sure.
I'm nothing but a human, and I decided to just fix myself, and I probably climb up the ladder of God. All you have to do is just accept yourself, and you're gonna be there.
That self,
But
yeah.
that's why I don't believe in all these celebrity stuff because there's no such thing as celebrity.
Yeah.
Everybody's supposed to be that. Everybody's supposed
Everybody's a normal human, and it's like God. We're God. It's like we're. I feel like we're all equal because
yeah,
we all come from the. I feel like we all come from the same person. Like we were made the same. You know what I'm saying, by God and everything. Now we may not all
yeah,
resemble.
right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We was all crafted by by God. So it's like
One of my videos too, I said that everybody's the same. Everybody is equal, no matter what. Even if you
yeah,
was born with one arm,
we're all equal.
the other one, because you don't look at physical. Life is not
Hmm.
physical. God don't look at you with your physical self. Lord, God look at you with your soul inside, and everybody have the same soul. Whether you blind or you have the same equal opportunity to God to climb higher, right?
Yeah,
So when I see people saying, "Oh, God is favoring this person more than me," it pissed me off because it's like, what do you mean God is favoring him?
See, exactly, and I feel like that's what a lot of people don't understand. Like God, you know what I'm saying? God, see everybody. You think of it as a room full of doors, right?
Yeah,
God, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna give you he opens doors for you when the time is right. God, I have a saying that I always remind myself, God's timing is the best time.
and that's what I'm going through right now, bro. I'm trying
You know,
my best.
like yeah, like God has us when believe me, if you're praying about something or you're trying to like
Accomplish.
accomplish something, and God, you think about it, you already got it. You
Yeah,
already
you
got
got
it.
it.
You got
Yeah,
what you're praying for, but it's just not given to you yet. The
you just
door is
not.
open for you because God's probably all right. You know what I'm saying? You know you're not ready yet. You're not ready yet. But His time it's you're gonna be ready on His time. You know what I'm saying? So whenever God's
Prep
time
you, bitch.
is right, you're gonna get your blessing.
It's like I noticed that in my life, right? Right when I decided to do something different, and everything's going bad physically. Like let's say if it's about money, money is going less and less. It's harder to make money.
Mm-hmm.
Other people can do it easily and rub it in your face. I can put 10 hours in, I don't make that much, and stuff like that, right? But I noticed that something else is changing about me. It's not just about me not getting the money, even though I've been asking God for money or whatever. I've been
Yeah.
asking God for. It's like I'm changing. I'm becoming somebody else, and that's why I love more. So that's why I always preach about worry about becoming. Don't worry about chasing the money. Because if
Oh,
you
exactly.
if you become the person that deserve to have 10 Lambos, you
Uh-huh.
don't have a choice but to get it. Or at least if
Yeah.
you don't, you're gonna have the ability to get it. It's like
Yeah.
as long as you becoming, it's like whatever level you are, you're gonna get whatever equal to that level.
Exactly.
That's why I
When
don't focus on all that no more. I just
to
focus.
add on to what you were saying, so I was in church, um it was like 2 weeks ago, right? So my pastor, he was preaching about, he said this real message that like hit it like hit me. It started like it made me start thinking. So it was more of like I forgot what scripture it was in the Bible, but it was I could explain it though. I could but it was more of like how you know you know what I'm saying, people pray for money and like this like things, materialistic things, you know what I'm saying, like money, cars, and all that. It's like, but God doesn't want that to be the drive,
Yeah, you're driving force because
what you're focused on, because it's more deep.
it's
It's yeah, exactly. So it's more than that. It's not about money, cars, a house. It's like
the
you
thing is, bro.
you
Even
gotta. It's more of a surrender. Once you, I don't know, like once you surrender your, like surrender everything. I'm
to
trying to
God,
tell you, surrender everything, because you know what I'm saying. If you're a God, you want to feel like you're a God. But our God, like God knows He's, you know what I'm saying, He's a higher power. But once you surrender, you know what I'm saying, surrender every, like I'm trying to tell you, bro. From there,
yeah.
you're gonna take off from there,
This
bro.
that's what's going on with me right now, right? Because me, I didn't want it to surrender, to be honest. Because
Yeah.
I'm like, if I surrender, I don't want God to look at it like I'm quitting and I'm letting
Mm-hmm.
everything go because I'm being lazy. But
Mm-hmm.
God is forcing me to surrender because I was the type of person I cannot not work on something. I always working on something. I always have the ideas, and you know what I'm saying. So
Right.
I saw my life just changing, and I see all the ideas fading away. It don't resonate with me no more. So
Yeah.
right now, I don't know what to do. But I know, like, I'm making the videos, but it's like the way I was before. I always have plans on different
Yeah.
business. I don't have that no more. God took it away, so I'm basically in the unknown. That's basically what it is.
Unknown. So you're
I
pretty
used to,
much
I used,
wondering what's your purpose.
I
Yeah.
used to fight it so bad.
Yeah.
I used to fight it so bad, it was crazy. I was depressed. But I'm like, what am I doing? Why am I fighting this? And I said, because I heard somebody say that if God have the perfect plan for you, why would you pray to destroy the perfect plan to something else that's not perfect? So,
Exactly.
oh, that's deep. I'm like, damn, God have the perfect plan. I'm just gonna take action when it's needed. And
Exactly.
even these videos, I never thought of myself making these videos. I never
Right.
thought it. Like I'm doing it now.
Hmm. And there was some. I feel like I could relate to what you were saying. like when my pastor had preached that message, I was like, I asked, I was like, prophesy over my life because you know what I'm saying. Me being a kid in high school, like man, I've been like I'd be like, man, I'm trying to get some money. Like I'm saying like I'm tired of being. I'm not like broke because,
Yeah.
but as a man, like as I get older, it gets to a certain time where like, man, I'm tired of going to my mom for. You know what I'm saying? Like my mom, I'm not my mom. She would like if I ask you, you know what I'm saying, she'll help me out. But like it gets to a point where like I'm tired of going to my mom. You know what I'm saying? Like asking. I hate act. You know what I'm saying? I hate having that
I
always.
know, bro. I know that time, especially you.
Yeah, I hate always having to ask. So I asked him pretty much prophesy over my life. And man, when he because I didn't even know my purpose. I still don't have
Yeah,
a clear
you don't go.
idea of my
You slow.
purpose. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? You're slowly learning. But when he prophesied over me, it was more of like uh God wanted me to be a servant, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like more of bring people to his kingdom. And
Mm.
I was, you know what I'm saying, pretty much praying about that, praying about it. Cause I was, you know how I play football and everything. I was wondering, I'm really a good football player, but why do I not have any college offers right now? You know what I'm saying? I got good grades. I played good football. I led county tackles. I did this and that. But I'm like, man, why do I not have an offer right now? So, and I feel like sometimes we just need to learn how to let
Let,
certain things go
let
and let
me.
God be in control.
I used to play football too, but me, like, it's like when I came straight from Africa, like,
Hmm.
wanted to, they just put me in there, and I knew I was good, but I never saw myself like
Exactly.
I didn't allow to see myself doing it.
Yeah.
So just doing it for the motion, and I was never meant to play, but they robbed
Yeah.
me, and
And
yeah, I
and
could have,
like you know how
but I just didn't.
right, you know how you mentioned how you trying to do this and this and you trying to like the video, you trying to figure out what you trying to do, but it's more of like I had to understand like, man, like I want to play football, but
Yeah, yeah, I
I
get.
want to play football, but God wants me to do this. See what I'm saying? So I'm trying to go left. I'm trying to go this way. Nah, God wants me to go this way.
But let me tell you something too, bro. I used to contemplate on this, right? Because me too. I could have had if I took it serious, I could have had the chance to, you know what I'm saying, to play
Oh,
for high
yeah,
level.
for sure.
Cause my coach used to put those seeds in my head, like, yeah, bro. Cause I wasn't doing nothing. They was the one buying me everything, and everybody was jealous of me. Cause you know what I'm saying, they was all catering to me like I was gonna be something special, even though I could have, but
Hmm.
I didn't want to. Cause it's
That
like
was that wasn't even more of your
I
passion.
that mentality. I'm like, nah, I don't want to do this. And I was so good at it, like I took it for granted. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad I didn't, because I wasn't gonna learn whatever I learned now. Because think
Right.
about it. Let's say you hypothetically get the college deals right now. You probably wouldn't be sitting here making this video and trying to learn who you are. You'll be focusing on practicing, getting to the college, and making sure you're good. So you skipping something. And like I said, life is just cool. All these things that we're doing, if God didn't create it, it's not really that good. God can use it as an
Hmm.
asset to make you famous and become a football player, and then you can just preach your religion through it as a start, right? But
Yeah.
what if that's not your path? So it's like you have to value the learning thing, the learning curves of your life more than whatever you think is good. That was my problem. It's
Yeah.
like I always think that, oh, this sounds good, but notice that people, that even the great people, they probably did something before it didn't work today. God navigated them to their purpose, and you, whatever you dreaming of, your heart desires, you always get it. Let's say you
Hmm.
be in the NFL and get a mansion, get all these.
Yeah.
You might not be in the NFL, but you're gonna end up getting the mansion, everything you wanted.
Everything.
Yeah, it might look like your purpose don't look as big. You won't make as much money, but
Hmm.
who knows? God is so powerful. Anything is possible. Look,
Man, God, yo.
now I'm gonna give you an example. Everybody knows Andrew Tate, right? He used to
Yeah.
do,
Oh yeah, Andrew Tate. Yeah.
yeah, he used to do the kick what's the
Kickboxing. Yeah.
name? Kickboxing.
And
He never
now
became
the
rich.
chicken with his brother and all.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
never became rich off of that, right?
Yeah.
He did the whatever he was doing, the video webcam stuff,
Yeah.
money, but he was never rich over that,
Right.
and led him to his purpose, which is probably leading young men, this
Yeah.
that, and now he made all his money. So it's like. you want to do something because I want to. And
Mhm.
whenever you're gonna keep doing that, I'm not saying don't do nothing, but God is not naturally gonna lead you there. And this is
Oh
my
yeah, slowly by slowly, slowly but surely.
I also don't believe in people looking up to people online. I understand they might be speaking facts. Let's say I speak facts on my on my TikTok, right?
Yeah.
I'm not saying go and geek over watching binge watch my videos, but if my video comes across you and then God put in your face like that's what you're working on, yeah,
Mhm.
take it and learn it. But I don't want you to look up to people to tell you what to do next because you already know what to do next, and
Right.
your path is unique to you, right? So all you have to do is be in tune with God to tell you what your next move is. So
Yeah.
if to me and then this person said I need to do this, I need to do that. That was good for him because he was in this on his race on his journey of life and then he needed to do that. Yours might be different, but if you follow his, he's controlling your life and you deviated from your path that God put for you, and you're doing something else. And mind you, all the time you wasted following these people, you basically cutting your rate short. And whenever you decide to come back to God, you have to go back to where he stopped
Exactly.
all these years. And that's
Mhm.
why I only focus on myself. I don't care. You can say arrogant. I don't want to learn about nothing. I don't want to read nobody's book. I don't
Yeah.
care. I don't have to sound the smartest. I don't have to. But if I have an experience that's unique to me,
Mhm.
who's going to tell me you know more than me?
Exactly, because you actually
You
went
can
through
know more than
it.
me about your life. That's why in school it's a BS. You go in there, and of course they're always going to know more than you because they're teaching you what they know.
Man.
You, if you come to my life, I can
Man.
tell you I speak Maningo. I can say something you don't know, and I can make up my own language. You wouldn't
Yeah.
even. So
Ex-
I'm great. Now I'm gonna bring you to my world, and now I'm
Uh-huh.
because I created this world. So
Uh-huh.
I'm the van of this world, like my world that I created, and that's what they're doing to us. They
And
created.
I feel like I could definitely say that because at times like I be I be in class like, so you know what I'm saying, I go to a private school now, like
Yeah,
I got into a private school because of football, so it could help with my recruitment and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like school, it's like when I be in class sometimes it's like they okay, for example, like I struggle with this pre-cal class, right? You know what I'm saying, I'm in pre-cal. So this the guy, he's coming up with all these equations, this da, 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 like I'm talking about top to bottom, like off one off one
one
off one
problem.
one problem, yeah, off one problem from top to bottom. And I'm just like, I'm just looking, but I'm mentally, I'm out. I'm physically, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? Like mentally, I'm just there. But I'm like, how, how is this gonna help me count? If I have $1 million, why would I do all this to count $1 million?
Yeah, I know that's right, but it's like that's the environment we're in, bro. You have to be in
Yeah,
where
ex-
you have to rely on them. They know everything, so you need them.
and
But
these teachers have the. I feel like I look at teachers as they have the they they have the control to our future.
yeah,
They literally hold the key to our future, or not of like, oh, obviously God has
the key, yeah.
power. God, we know God has power.
The society created their own universe and give the keys to the school system.
Yeah,
So
school
God,
system,
wherever they want you to be good.
exactly. With the teachers and stuff having, you know what I'm saying, like the key to our future or destiny. You failed, let's say if you fail this class, now what? You can't graduate. You know what I'm saying? Like something, all doing one problem, a problem you're probably never even gonna ever think of. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I mean, look at it like this. Let's say, for example, Joe Rogan, right? He be interviewing people about some African culture and stuff like that. And those people, to us, we look at them. These people know more than what we know, and they
yeah.
it's cool. So it's like if you go in their world, it's like let's say the thing is we don't allow ourselves to understand things from different point of view. That's the thing.
Hmm.
The knowledge is out there. Nowadays, there's too much knowledge, but people don't allow it. Nah, I don't want to go against it. It's like you're forcing your mind to shut up and only listen to what's been told you in school, like in society. But the
Hmm.
truth is right there. You don't allow yourself. Like let's say, this is my problem. People might say, "Oh, you don't speak English that good, or you don't look like somebody that I can listen to." But
Little do you know your
you purposely shut. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Like, what you doing, bro? It's
right.
like it's like for example, you are so great that if only people allowed themselves, open their mind to your world and chose to go inside your world,
Mm-hmm.
now you like the God now. Like wherever you tell them, whether it's true or not, they have to believe because they don't know your world. They can say, "Isn't this pancake?" You can be like, "Nah, that's your world. This world right here. This is."
Exactly.
You can tell them, and now they say, "Oh, let me write notes." That's basically what's happening in the biggest scale in this world. School system is like that. They force our mind to shift into their world,
Yeah.
and then now whatever they tell us, that's what it is. But
They-
you can just choose to get out of their world and stay in your world and
Yeah.
only follow God, which is the school of life.
Right.
It's like life is the school, bro. If I want to know something, I always know it. It's simple. I just gotta relax. Wow, God, what a wonderful creation that
Man, I stand
I
like
want
that.
this. You just relax.
And
You know everything about that. What
right,
I'm going and find out who John D. Rockefeller was and how great he was. He's dead, bro. Like I
man.
don't think he did great things, whatever, for his family, because I don't
Uh-huh.
care. He,
Yeah.
he did that for his family and all that.
Yeah.
If I'm alive now and I'm finding out my future, why do you have to go to school and learn American history and what is this person did? I don't care.
All things that happened in 1955. Like,
Everybody walking
why?
around.
Why would I? I mean, like, all respect, but why would I care? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
It's like, bro, why do I have to know? It's like it's not even about. I don't want to disrespect, but it's like, why do I have to? Like, give me the reason why I have to. What is
yeah,
that benefiting me? Like, it's not just about math. People say, oh, well, this math is not helping me, but it's everything in school is not helping you. Because
exactly.
let me tell you the most important thing. As a man, your number one job is to control your emotion. That's the hardest thing. And to the day you
Yeah,
die, you always have some work to do about your emotion. You have to control yourself to the utmost level, and you can't finish. It won't end. So your life already is a school. You always have to take note about yourself. Okay, last time I talked to this person, I shook a little bit, so I need to adjust that. Oh, last time I talked to this girl, it's like I took something offensive. I had to fix that. Oh, I was farming the other day. I didn't do as much as her. I had to work harder. So you always have things to work, and then they force you to go to school and to forget about the school of life. So you're gonna be old, and you didn't
man.
take one step of the journey. And this is one of my saying. Life to me, I'm gonna put it this so people can understand. Now, actually, if you can imagine what I'm saying right now, as I say it, it's good.
Uh,
Imagine a racetrack, right? A
right.
100, a 100 meter race, right? It's like you start from here, this is the end
Mhm.
zone, right?
Exactly.
So life, God created on this earth to get to the end zone, and when you get to the end zone, it's like He's gonna turn you into a God, like not really God, but He's
Yeah.
gonna give you the power to whatever you want. You choose,
Power. Yeah.
you get it. But if you go enough, whatever distance you cover, He'll give you whatever you want that's equivalent to that distance. So
Right.
basically, your faith, right? So we came on this earth, we're supposed to be thriving to finish the race. And
Right.
then all these mediocre people, all these rich people, they came, they be like, oh, if we allow these people to go, they're gonna leave us here. So what we gonna do? Let's,
Exactly.
let's make sure everybody failed just because we are failures. So they make sure before you was born,
I could
they,
definitely.
they
I,
block the see they block the two, so you don't even see the track. They build
uh,
it, they look good, and they make you work around it, so you don't even know. But for the people that know where the race is, it's
uh-huh.
hard for you to go around and finish the race. So they make everybody stop because, like I said, mediocrity like mediocrity. So if I'm failing, I want all of us to fail so God can
Right.
put all hell.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
I definitely agree with that. Cause today I was on TikTok, right?
Mhm.
And you know what I'm saying? TikTok has a way of bringing things on your For You page that you're thinking of.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
seen this, I seen this little thing about, no, Andrew Tate, the man himself, Andrew Tate. He mentioned something about how you realize how, how in these jobs now, minimum wage may be like 12.50, 12 dollars.
yeah,
Remember how slavery back in the day,
yeah.
it used to be how like how can you keep a person here, if you're in slavery, you have to feed them medicine and all that, rah, rah, rah. But as well as they do the hard work, and you know what I'm saying, like work, work, work. So in today, you know what I'm saying, like I forgot how he had said it, but in
They
today,
just give you the control. You
yeah,
do it yourself, and they give you the money. You do it yourself anyway.
yeah,
So
but they don't give you as much money
yeah,
so people could feel in control. Like $12. I mean, $12 an hour. That's
it's
not
crazy.
like what are you supposed to do with $12? I
And they
even
take tax out
even
of it too, bro.
even me even me, dog. Like I, I be going to practice and playing football and everything. Like, and you know what I'm saying, like, and I'm thinking, man, I need to get a job, bro. Like, I need to get a job. But then I be going to these jobs. They talking about 12.50,
Mm.
11.50. Why, why, why should I? You know what I'm saying? Like, not put in, only put in 75% into football and everything,
And then yeah,
football and everything, and put a little and put the you know what I'm saying the rest of that into the job for only getting 11.50, 12.50. Why?
that's exactly how I look at things too.
Other than me going all out for football, then you know what I'm saying I make it. Then you know what I'm saying like I'm trying to give back. I'm trying to actually you know what I'm saying like one day, you know what I'm saying? Like one day help these homeless people out or whatever. Then other than getting 12, what am I going to do with 12.50?
This is one of my ideas too, right? Like I look at things, whatever you want. It's like you know how you play GTA 5.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah. Yeah.
li- the lifeline is like when somebody punches you, the lifeline goes down.
Uh-huh.
Imagine it's going up. You start from zero. There's no lifeline. So
Yeah.
let's say you want a Lambo, and
Right.
all you do is put your focus on it till that lifeline is full. Then you get it physically. So that's
Right.
how I just imagine. I play with myself. Like this is
Yeah.
my own it. So why can I not do it? So when let's say I have something new that I want. So I just imagine that, okay, I want this, the lifeline is zero. So I'm going to keep focusing on it every day. And then imagine in my head that the lifeline is going up. When the time comes, it's going to come physical. But if
Exactly.
not, but that's what I like to do. So why not just occupy my mind with things that I want? And another thing you were saying about the job, this is my philosophy too. So let's say ultimately I don't want to have a job. I don't want to just work and die, like you know what I'm saying, like everybody else. So I like if I go get a job right now and I build my life around the job. So now I can't quit the job. So it's either I take an L that's so big.
Paycheck.
Yeah, I take the paycheck that's so big that and it's hard for me to leave that job to build to go around and chase my dream, or I
Mhm.
can just suffer it while chasing my dream. And if I
Exactly.
make it, I'm making it. So I'm 100% focusing on my dreams. Because
Yeah.
if I'm making 5,000 a month or 3,000 a month at a job, and knowing that I don't want to do that, ultimately I just you know what I'm saying I'm trying to chase my dream. I have a life that I want, so I move out, right? I pay my rent and I pay this. So now my life, everything that I need in my life is revolving around that paycheck. So
Right.
even if 1 month, it's like I have a possibility to be kicked out the house and go homeless. So if I'm struggling right now, I will keep the struggle up while focusing 100% on my dreams. So if I make it, I'm making it. I don't want to just build a fake life, a temporary life around a paycheck, and
Hmm.
knowing that it's impossible for me to miss one month.
Pretty
And
much.
if I want to do something big in my life now, and I don't have time, I can't
Yeah.
stop. I have to. I need
You
that.
gotta keep working because that's your only income, and that's
That's
what you're by.
that's
That's
it's
how you're feeding yourself and everything. Other than actually doing something for yourself, not building your whole life around that one job where
right.
you could say, man, you know what I'm saying? I feel like going to Hawaii, boom, take a week, you know what I'm saying? Go to Hawaii, enjoy yourself, come back, and you know what I'm saying? Get back to doing what you was doing, other than just nah, I can't do this, man. I can't go take a little vacation, have a little self love, and I gotta do this job because then if I don't do it, how am I gonna pay this? How am I gonna pay this off? This off? No, you know what I'm saying? Pay all that off. So I mean, it's just like that, bro. Like it's crazy. I just feel like it's just crazy how like the world works now, and that's why I feel like that's why I always just pray to God, man. Like, man, no matter, you know what I'm saying, no matter what you go through or any trials or tribulations you're facing, like, man, bro, God
It's
believes
definitely hard, bro.
God. It definitely is hard, and that's why I say you have to go through the
Wait,
suffering process, man. But man, God, He going think about it. If God suffered, what in the? Why would you think we won't suffer at some point?
I'm a Muslim. Of course, I don't believe that. Like, you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying, but I understand your point of view. That yeah, everybody must suffer, and when God make you suffer, it's not even suffering. If you're really smart, you can tell that your dreams is becoming true. Because I noticed that when I used to suffer, I'm like, what's going on? Like,
yeah,
God more. Why am I suffering? So I pay attention to the lessons. It's giving me things that I would need when I become the person that I've been asking God. So let's say
Mhm.
you want to be a lawyer, right? You want to be a judge, and you want to be fair. You're asking God, make me a lawyer. Instead of God making you a lawyer today, God always bring you in the middle of conflict, and
Mhm.
you might get your face punched one time, but you have to like now you understand how to judge between two people. So you're always in the middle of conflict. So
Right.
you have to work on yourself how to solve it, and then till you become the real lawyer. Now you have experience. So God give you experience. So you
Yeah.
won't yeah. You want lemons? God's not gonna make you. You want lemonade? God's not gonna make you lemonade and give it to you. God's gonna
Exactly.
throw them lemons at you and
Mhm.
hit you hard with it, and to see you. Do you really want lemon? Take it. And if
Yeah.
you're gonna be happy, okay, I like you. Like you
Yeah.
really great. I'm gonna make you great. And then
Exactly.
that's how God love is. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
just
Sweet. Oh yeah, here, whatever you want here. You know what I'm
right.
saying? All the
Yeah.
problems went through a hard time. So it's like, what about you? You know, you're not special like that. You know what I'm saying?
You just gotta go through hard times. Like
But
if I don't know if you see all these NFL or celebrity or some celebrity people like I can't think of his name, but you know that one famous dude, he be on TV, Nick Harvey.
Steve Harvey, yeah.
Steve Harvey. Think about it. He used before he was doing all that, he was real like on the street. He had I think like a $200 or something to last that he had that to like you know what I'm saying, use him to go to New York or something, and he
I,
didn't he was getting home, and like he had to sleep outside for him to all accomplish his dream of being a you know what I'm saying, like comedian and all that, you know what I'm saying, like he had to come up with the finances to, you know what I'm saying, like pay for all that. It's like he had to go through hard times. He had to be homeless. He had to have barely any clothes on his back, or have it even going nights without even eating anything. It's like you must go through hard times. Now, I can't say what you're gonna go through, but
yeah, that's between you and God.
that's between you and God. But man, you just
But
gotta
it's not just about going through pain. It's about
yeah
learning the lesson.
learn learning
You
through
can go through pain. You don't learn. You the
yeah.
same. Gonna keep
Not
coming.
pain is worth it,
Yeah.
but all but like with pain, and you can't do dumb stuff to make yourself go through pain. Now it's
Nah,
like
bro.
you gotta go through some sort of you gotta go through some sort of suffer, or like, and I feel like that's what you're probably dealing with right now. You're like going through a tough time right now, but
Before I took it as a tough time. Now I look at it like it's fun, bro.
oh yeah, for
Like, you
sure.
know what happened? When I started looking at it differently, it's like I'm like these people. I used to think these people love me. Like, why they switching up? Like, it's not just about the people that already hating or the hard times and I'm saying things happening, but it's like, wow, if I would have made it last year, all these people that I thought was loving me, I would have brought them along,
You would have brought him along.
switching on me. And I have this analogy. It's like let's say I'm broke, right? I used to be on my own, and I'm broke now, and you my friend. So I'm like, damn, bro, I'm broke now. Let me stay at your place for a month. And then of course, since he knew me as a person that always had money, you gonna be like, all right, cool, cool. Even if you might not want to because you want the benefit, right? But me, I didn't know that. I'm thinking we just friends. That's why you're doing it. So
Mhm.
you let me stay at your place. You thinking I'm gonna bounce back, and I don't bounce back at the end of the month. So and the last money that I had was $20. And then
Mhm.
you telling me I've been gambling a lot and I only got $5 left. And you were like, bro, don't spend your last money, bro. I'm telling you, I'm not helping you no more. I'm tired of helping you. You're not helping yourself while I'm helping you. So you
Yeah,
that right? So I'm like, you know what? Let me, bro. I'm gonna bet my last money, bro. I'm gonna bet my last money.
yeah. You believing in
So
yourself.
yeah, so I go and bet the last money, the $5, my last money, and you keep telling me, nah, bro, if you lose this money, I'm kicking you out, like all that, like, you know, something like that. But I don't take that serious. I'm just thinking you playing because even though you're saying you're gonna kick me out, so I go and bet the money and I win, but I didn't tell you. You know how sometimes you play around, you tell your man, damn, bro, you told me not to bet, I lost my money, but you know you
Yeah,
won his reaction.
yeah,
You're not even trying to get him to show a different side. You just play, so you can be like, nah, psych, nah, I won, bro. And
yeah.
right after you tell him I lost, and he be like, that's why I told you. Like you were not you
Oh
were
yeah.
to
Now
tell
he
him everything
now
he
he get
feels about you. He tell you everything like genuinely. Like that's why I told you you were nothing, bro. Get out of my house, you mom. Like and then you try to tell him, but you be like, nah, let me see how far it's gonna
right.
go. And the nigga keep coming at you. telling you a bum, I kick you out, and then you literally tell him, oh, I want, and then
Yeah.
see how it's gonna feel. You're gonna be like, damn. So if I was rich yesterday, you would have been on my side. So it's like you can't even take, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But people can say like, yeah, why would you keep betting and stuff? But it's just an analogy. It's not real. But
Yeah. Nah. I see what you mean though. I see.
you can tell me like, oh yeah, why you doing that? It's not helping me. And I'm saying,
Yeah.
but you can't just tell me all my flaws, right? Just
Yeah.
that's my last money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I feel like you could use that example throughout life, throughout some situations in life. You know what I'm saying? That was an example, but I feel like it could. You know what I'm saying? It deals with other like situations in life, or you know what I'm saying, whatever people may be going through.
Yeah,
So
we're gonna have to make it part two, bro, because my
yeah. Yeah.
God.
No, sure.
So this one, I didn't even write no questions, and I guess you didn't have some too. But I'm gonna come prepared next time, and we're gonna talk about real stuff. But
I feel like, you know what I'm saying, when I was doing this, I was like, let me go off by like,
yeah, just let it be, right?
yeah,
Natural.
it's just, you know what I'm saying, because I know with podcasts and stuff, you don't gotta be like
Right.
yeah, like plotting. Okay, I'm gonna say
Yeah.
this.
I mean, I just thought about it. You in one of your texts when I asked you what you want to talk about, you was like the girls, like how to get girls. Before I end, I'm gonna talk about this, right?
Mhm.
This is what I understood in my life, right? For you to get a girl, you just gotta be a man, and for you to be a man, you gotta understand that you are.
Oh yeah. I remember that. That was when we was in the car.
Yeah,
I remember I was with Carlos, Ibrahim, and
yeah.
all of them. They, I think it was. I think it was this other.
Ibrahim sent it to me actually.
Yeah, Ibrahim sent it to you. It was me, Carlos, and like two other people. I can't remember off the bat of my head, but like somebody talking about some. Oh yeah, put how to get girls on there because.
All right, I just break it down with my point of view, bro. Even though I'm not gonna have enough time to go deep, but it's like you just gotta be a man, and being a
Oh
man, getting that light. Like I
yeah,
said, you're confident. You get to know yourself. You have that light, right? So you go even when you go around women without trying to talk to them, they can just feel it. Okay, this person I feel protected, but it's natural. It's like an instinct.
yeah,
When I see these platforms saying that women are not doing what they need to do, men are not doing what they need to do, you're just not man enough. When you real men, when you come into place, all these you can see the woman submitting, like bowing down to you subconsciously. I see that every day. I go in,
right.
I don't even make eye contact with girls no more because now I understand why God told me loyal gaze.
Hmm.
Because it's like I have power over them that I didn't know before.
Yeah,
I can just take advantage of women basically
yeah.
looking just with my eyes. Like I can just look at them, and
Hmm.
if I want to see something, I can just make it happen. And I
Right. You see, not everybody could do. You know what I'm saying? Like, not. I feel like 'cause that's more of like you gotta have self. It gotta just be in you, cause
yeah, like
not
you the original you, like you know what
not
I'm saying?
yeah, not everybody could just look into a girl's eye and they just stare into them. They start to feel a type of way. They
Yeah,
start.
they don't. Yeah, I didn't have that. That just started happening to me this year, like at the beginning
Yeah,
last summer. It's
yeah.
like
But that's what I had. I feel like because at times them topics be coming up with me and my friends. Sometimes they be like, "Hey, like they may bag this bad joint." They be like, "Man, Mike, how you get that? How you get that?" But it's more of like we're
it's you
all
basically. Don't never. I'm telling you, but don't never learn how to get girls, but it's stupid.
right. Oh
When you
no, for sure.
when you become that guy, bro, it's like you don't gotta practice all the pickup line. Like you just gotta be.
Yeah, like
I'm
it,
naturally corny, bro. Like I'm not good at all that. I'm not even friendly at all. Like
yeah.
I don't. I'm not friendly. Like you know what I'm saying. But it's like I'm just being me. Like sometimes I don't even talk. Like
Yeah,
like me looking alone is already doing everything.
yeah.
But I'm telling you,
If it's like if they don't like you for, I look at it as this. I look at it like this. If they don't like you for who you are, it just was never meant to be. Like
yeah.
that's just. I mean, that's
Sometimes when you get there, you're gonna feel like a celebrity. You walking
yeah.
like
You gonna feel like you him. You know what I'm saying? You
yeah.
walk.
But it's not your body. Being with God is the best thing, but I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh yeah,
Once
being God, definitely, definitely.
yeah,
Definitely. You always gotta, because I feel like that's why I feel like it's always important. No, like you know what I'm saying. No matter what you may, well, no matter what like people may believe in or like who believes in who, but I feel like at the end, like we should, as human,
yeah,
as human, should all believe in some sort of higher power.
You don't
Because,
got a choice but to though.
huh? You said what?
You don't got a choice but to believe in a
Yeah,
higher power.
yeah. Because I feel like you always need to come back to a time where you need to talk to someone and not no therapy, not but some sort of higher power.
Bruh, everybody have that, whether they accept it. That's why I don't
Yeah,
even believe atheists, like none of that.
yeah.
It's like,
That's why I'd be like. That's why like I'm not against atheists or anything. You know what I'm saying? I don't judge because you know what I'm saying. Like I know I know I'm definitely not
yeah,
perfect.
I mean that's true, bro.
That's why I feel like that's why I feel like man. So like,
I
well,
feel just ignorant.
yeah, I just yes, and I feel like some atheist people they be a little so a little like ignorant.
Yeah, they don't.
Like, I mean like oh you believe like say, they may judge you of what you believe in. You know what I'm saying? But little, it's like they need some you know what I'm saying
Somebody that
them
knows how to talk to them, basically.
right for real. But then when you at times when you try to talk to people like that, they may take it as disrespect. So
You have
that's
to. That's
you
why.
yeah, you also got that's why I be watching how you know what I'm saying, like at times when I be trying to cause all my like I be trying to like talk to them or like try you know what I'm saying, cause try to tell them about how my walk with God is and everything. Like I always be trying to tell them how it is, you know what I'm saying. So how God works for me in my life. So I just be trying to you know what I'm saying put the word on them sometimes. So you know how that be.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But nah, this was definitely a great podcast, man. I ain't gonna hold you like
Now we're gonna have the second part, and we're gonna
yeah,
talk about
sure.
words, and we're gonna talk about. I got some special things like basically the so-called gangsters and tough guys. We're gonna
Oh
talk,
yeah, yeah, tough.
and we're gonna also talk about keeping your powers. Like basically, don't be a follower as a man, especially when you're young. It's
Yeah,
gonna.
for
Yeah.
sure. Man, we also should do one in person joint too. Like
Yeah, like the thing
we
is, I have the equipment, but the my studio, I don't have access to it no more.
oh dang, yeah, it'd be
But I
like
do have all the equipment though, and
oh
hit up a studio that I could have rented, but there was like, you have to bring your own camera and all that, and I'm like, bro, what? If I'm paying all that money, like you gotta provide the camera.
right.
I mean, we can use our phone, we can do it, but they're charging $75 an hour.
Oh kill.
I mean, we can use our phone. It's cool. I pay for it, but I think we should do the part two here first, and we're gonna watch it and see where we can adjust and get better.
Yeah,
And then when we go in person, we
yeah,
can.
because I feel like one of them little cool podcasts would be like like if we all like we all sitting, you know what I'm saying, cameras and everything, we all just talking, and they feel like them joint. I feel like them in person joints get deep, like
Yeah, everybody have their different ideas and stuff.
and in person joints
I
get
feel
deep,
that.
and
But
just talking about everything, like you know what I'm saying, from God to what the world is facing, and another thing is we need to talk about this little presidency thing too, man. Like
to be honest, I'm not. I don't know a lot of things about that, but I don't watch shows. I don't watch.
yeah, I don't watch it either.
I
But
don't.
man, from being online, like it kind of educates me a little bit, bro. Like we was talking about that the other day. We was talking about they talking about how they need Trump or something back in the the build. I was like, and then Biden. I don't really know too much about it,
Yeah,
but
bro. I don't even want to talk about that, bro. I don't know anything about that. Like,
yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I was like, I was a little iffy about that because I wouldn't want to put my, you know what I'm saying, my thinking into all that. Cause I ain't really in. As long as all that presidency stuff don't affect me, and you know what I'm saying, I'm good. Like
I mean, bro, at this point, bro, we're not even ran by president. We ran by the system. So
for
first
real.
thing first, we gotta fight our own minds. Like basically,
Yeah,
choose to zoom out of the life they created and zoom into
right.
our life. That's basically what I
Mm,
look at it like. You know what I'm
yeah, no, no, for real. Nah, this one was like that though. I mean, we need to have a part two though.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely gonna have the part two, and I need to have one with Carlos. Then I'm gonna have one with you and Carlos and Ibrahim all together on here
Okay, cool.
in person.
Yeah, nah, that's a bet. That's a bet. That's a bet.
Just let me know whenever you're ready for the part 2, and then we're gonna choose the topics and we're gonna do that. But I have one with Carlos tomorrow, inshallah.
All right, cool. That's a bet. That's a bet.
All right, bro.
All right, man.